Because if we didn't
talk about how we really won.
we're here.
Okay.
Right? They didn't want us here. Here. They did not want us to have any kind of sense of self-worth. They did not want us. The fact that we can sit here and have this conversation about hair when they tried everything in their power by even using the term, they didn't refer to our hair as hair. They referred to it as wool.
That's right.
Right? They took away our tools to do our hair. And what happened is during slavery, people who were enslaved found other tools to do our hair, right? Even though they tried to counter that. When they took away the dyes that we used to use, because we always colored our hair, right? We were fancy with it, right? Back on the continent. So being fancy with it now is not new for us. That's something that has carried on. That's ingrained in us. And so when they saw us took away the things for us to be fancy with it, we found other things. It wasn't as fancy because the materials we had were not as cultivated or as whatever, silk or whatever, but we still found ways to carry those traditions through. If you talk about, you started talking about earlier, how on the continent, different nations had status symbols, right? Your hair was a reflection of your status, of your marital status, of your economic status, could be of just your tribal affiliation, if you were underage. I mean, it was a variety of things. And we saw that those techniques, that sense of using hair to identify or to send messages survived slavery, right? It's how we got our rice here. It's how we got roadmaps. It's how we communicated in some senses. Right. And so that, for me, is one of the ways that we can encounter and combat and acknowledge people say we lost or that we didn't have.